Last time on Will Save. The crew finds a new clue in their search for Algiada. Dr. OK inspects the discovered tail ring closer and realizes it is a traditional Yosoki tail ring. But before the group can follow up, the group is interrupted by a rude band of goblins under the command of Hobgoblin Gingeroga. The groups part, and our heroes head to the crew quarters. On the way, they discover a part from a long-lost ship, the Stardream 2. Things take a dangerous turn upon finding Algiada's room, as they hear the sound of something charging up. What has the group walked into now? Find out this time on Will Save.
Do you guys think it's true that if you're the kid who just throws notes and assignments into your book bag when you're like in elementary school, that you'll grow up to be somebody who doesn't take notes during your D&D session?
I never took notes anyway. I mean,
I guess that explains it.
Because that was me. I'd like participating in class discussions.
I am terrible at taking notes, but I'm the only one in this group that takes notes on our shared Google Drive.
That's not entirely true.
I'm going to help you. That's going to be my...
No, Will just decides to snipe from the sidelines in the notes section. That's his fun area.
Will only adds comments and footnotes.
So, fun side note, like in our D&D game, we try to tame some wolves like second week.
What's D&D?
We had
what
Dungeons and Dragons.
No. That doesn't exist here.
Well,
Nick?
what? Okay, let me finish the damn story.
In an unnamed role-playing game.
In an unnamed role-playing game, we tried to tame some very feral wolves. And none of us had animal handling. It was literally the stupidest move ever. And we ended up having to freaking kill these wolves. And I find like 2 weeks later, Will's posting in the comment section of this guy standing over 3 dead wolves with a damn crossbow.
Don't give away. That was me that made that.
Oh, that was Kevin?
Yeah. It was
That was Kevin? I assumed it was Will.
I'm the only one that takes notes.
That's not true.
Can I also just call out the literary device that Nick used, which is the unreliable narrator device? Because Nick was the one who wanted to make the animal handling happen, and then didn't want him to die.
I fully acknowledge that.
And we were all bitching about it the whole time.
Yes.
Yeah, it made for an excellent inside joke. So, sorry, not sorry.
Inside jokes really work well.
It was good. And the wolves all died in like ignominious ways. I think like the last one rolled off of some ball bearings into like it was so pathetic. Felt bad for him.
I take notes occasionally.
I know, Will. I'm just
And here's the problem though. This is what happens, okay? My problem with taking notes in Google Drive collectively is that when we're both taking down the same information at the same time, we will edit each other's shit.
And that's why I try to, like, if I see you typing, I stop and let you finish typing. Or, like, it takes some coordination and some, like, give and take, but...
I have been on the same sentence with you trying to, like, return down... And then you end up being at that same cursor point, and then we just type over each other, and it's like, what the heck are we even doing here? Like this.
What are we doing? Why are we doing
abstain
this?
now. I'm not going to do it.
You just courteously abstain
at all. Yeah, that's the problem though. Because then, like, when I'm not actually actively typing, then nothing gets typed. And I can't actively type all the time.
See, this is what happens when we have nice things.
Yeah. It's okay.
It's good.
You guys will learn. It's
good.
Just
So let's jump into the content of those notes. I want to know whether it's in the notes or not. What are your characters?
Oh, okay.
What?
I'm ready to. I'm on. I have my notes open, and I'm ready to control F it. I'm on a Mac.
Is that control F U
Command
C
F.
K me?
Just gonna control F it.
Control
What
F.
shortcut is that?
What?
Control.
Control F.
Fine.
It's the find feature.
Oh,
Yeah.
I thought it would be command propeller command.
It is. It is command. It's Command F on a Mac. It's Control F on a.
Will Garrett, computer software developer.
It's a
Everyone.
short key.
It's a short key.
So what are we looking for?
Well, not looking
Rick's
for. I just want
thoughts.
to ask.
That does nothing pops up.
What are you all thinking?
Oh,
What are your
okay.
characters thinking? I mean, like,
Now that this gunshot has rang out,
now that there's a gunshot, now that you've found something, a panel of the ship that says the name of this other ship that vanished, now that Trostanek has, shouted out the name of Kiev, what are you thinking?
I trust no one.
Nico at the moment is kind of Nico wants to find out all the information and find the relic, and then sell the information and the relic to the highest bidder. So he wants to control the situation, control the knowledge, and sell it when it suits him and his friends the most.
Okay.
Now, walking into that room, there's only one thing on his mind right now, and that is,
Control beat.
I think Lozu sold us up the river.
Wait, John,
did you
John,
just
can we get a
censor
bleep
yourself?
motion?
Wait, what, Nick?
Can we get like an actual censor sound on
Sure.
that one
Yeah.
when we?
Yeah,
All right, cool.
that's fine.
And
We
Kevin,
never censor
yes.
ourselves ever until Nick wants to be censored. Self-censorship.
And then I actually did censor myself just then, and it was through an act of will. Thank you, Kevin.
An act of will.
An active will.
An act of will will save my censors. No punishment
John.
for me there. Okay.
No, that was a stretch. John, what was your question? Sorry, what was?
Oh, I was just gonna say, it's a tough thing. You get on the ship, you're headed towards, Absalom Station, and it feels like each time you go somewhere new, something happens. You talk to somebody, somebody's unconscious, somebody's standing in the hall, completely motionless, and I just wanted to tap into your character's psyches for a second, just see what you were thinking. You feeling stressed? Because now you all have become kind of the de facto unofficial task force investigators to look into it.
Yeah, Rick is definitely on edge. There's only 3 people that he kind of trusts on this ship right now, and it's the 3 people in the hallway with him. And even then, he barely knows these guys, and he just doesn't know what to make of them. But I guess all the pieces going together right now is, we know that Kiev and Lozu are in some kind of relationship, probably romantic. We also
Assignation.
say again.
Some tryst.
Tryst.
Trust.
Oh, that's got a positive connotation to it?
I think assignation is maybe the one you're looking for. I don't know.
Okay. And then the other connection, we know that Algiada, the security officer, also has a connection to the Vesk passenger, who is possibly an arms dealer, something or other. Their connection is very strange too, because we overheard them having that conversation about going through the plan or not. So there's at least 2 different factions going on. Then we got the weird hobgoblins running around, hobgoblin and goblin group running around.
Yeah.
They were trying to keep it secret, right? Like Lozu and Keith.
That's the strange part. Is that just came out now. Was
Right.
the
That's
relationship
what I was
isn't that
referring to
secret.
by tryst, like a secret meeting.
Well, no, because I don't think the relationship between Lozu and Kiev is that secret, but I think their their motives are secret, because
Gotcha.
Trostanek shouted, "It's Kiev" to me as they left the hall. So that's saying that whatever
Well, I don't
is
trust Nick or trust the Nick.
Thank you, Will.
That was a joke.
That was good.
I actually do trust you, Nick. You're great. Nico Orion.
Nico?
Yeah, where is Nico?
You know about the star whatever.
You knew about the Star Dream too.
I also know about Leonardo Copernicus too.
Yes.
Leonardo Copernicus.
To circumnavigate the stars.
I vote that we like try to bring that back sometime in an illusion or something like that, John.
Yeah.
I think Lozu sold us downriver, man. She sent us up to this room to get shot at.
There's a distinct possibility of that, but in any case, we learn more by getting shot at than we did by not talking to her and keeping things.
Yeah, for all we know, they could all be in cahoots, and we should just take over the ship and run with it.
Yeah.
Wow.
I'm working on some cue music for John on that one.
For the moment when you just take over the ship?
For the moment where we just start killing everybody.
Wow. So you're just going to murder hobo some people. All right.
I thought we were going to try and go into this secret hideout and tame them.
Oh yeah, that's exactly
with
what
animal
we're doing.
handling.
John, what's our animal handling skill?
0.
Survival has a degree of animal handling in it.
Heerz, go ahead.
Heerz is still curious why Lozu just stopped and stared deadly at the wall, like an angle, until like we woke her from whatever trance she was in. And to be honest, like as much as like everything is happening bit by bit, like, and Heerz almost got crushed by like a Hugabot. He's pretty excited because like for the longest time he's been laying low for months and months after being kicked out of the free captains, and so to have some action is pretty great.
Yeah, that's true.
Yeah, the Lozu standing in the hallway thing is very strange.
Yeah.
Is that some
like
kind
the
of like
spookiest thing that's happened
mind
so far.
takeover?
Probably.
Yeah, and spooky is spooky's like this double-edged sword. Like I love it, but I hate it at the same time.
Because you get all spooked.
Oh, like we may or may not have another game through an unnamed role-playing system that we played a really like creepy dungeon with like this weird creature that could like read our minds and like oh, it was so dark and
Big ol'
it was like my skin crawled.
Guy looking at you out of the darkness, whispering in your
Yeah.
ear.
The Nothic.
The Nothic.
So if
that
there's
was
any kind of that
so
in
fun.
this,
That was
like it,
crazy cool.
all right, where's Dr. OK stand on all of this?
I think Dr. OK said. You said, right?
What?
Did he?
You said where
What'd I say?
you stand on all this.
He doesn't trust anybody.
You don't trust anybody.
Don't trust nobody. Also, I thought we guys Lozu sending us to this room to get shot at sounds like a trap. I'm gonna send her out the airlock.
But then again, it could be that Algiata is
She's
still
an
alive,
imposter.
or and she's in that room trying to defend herself, and Lozu knew this, and so she sent us to kill her.
Could be.
Furiously takes
Fucking
notes.
A, man.
Yeah.
Who's shooting at us, John?
Well, I think it's time
Reveal it. Yeah.
to give you all and the listeners what they want, and that's to know what's going on. So, if you direct your attention to the map.
Dun dun dun.
Dun, dun, dun. Dun, 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 dun. Dun, 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 dun.
So
I really just wanted to let that go for a minute. I just wanted that to just loop.
Did anybody know what that was?
Pokemon.
are you just
No,
scatting?
we never know your references.
It was Pokemon, right?
Yeah.
Game.
Yeah. Whenever you encounter like a wild encounter.
Yeah. It's a wild encounter.
Oh. I hear it now.
Suddenly the screen in front of you 8 bits into a little...
Hind hearing being 2020.
My hearing's always 2020.
Nice. Hind hearing this 2020.
This shot comes at you, Nico. What is your EAC?
Oh, beep me. Let's see here. EAC is 12.
Your yakety yak.
Sounds like you got hit. Just saying.
12?
Yeah, I got it's 12. I'm probably gonna get really hurt.
I rolled a 23. This shot hits you square in the chest.
Oh no.
For 12 points of damage.
Holy cow.
You are, John, we're going to have words after this game here.
Let's have words.
Dude, are you even still alive?
Yeah, what's going on with you and your health right now?
I'm in bad shape here. Like, that hurt. Like, let's see here. I have 6 points of stamina. You said that's 12, so that's going to be 4 points of health remaining.
4 points. So you dropped your stamina. You're at 4 points of hit points remaining. You're out of stamina.
Yeah.
Wow.
I am out of stamina.
Woo!
So that's like one shot and you're dead.
Yeah, that really is the case.
What do you do, Nico? I'm sure it just rocks you.
It does. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm going to show on the map, and I'm going to verbalize what happens.
Yes, please.
When Nico gets shot, he's going to get blown back, and he's going to get blown back into Heerz.
Yeah.
Oh,
I believe it.
So, Nico's going to be knocking Heerz down because he just gets just gets knocked
Wait,
back
is this
down.
some kind of roll? You
something
wanna do
for
like
this?
a-
I don't want to get knocked down.
Strength
yeah,
and reflex?
You could roll an athletics check real quick to see if you get knocked down.
Oh, great.
Yeah.
All right, let's see how that.
There's a reflex
It's a
save,
17.
right? What is...
It's pretty good.
Okay, so you kind of step back and maybe you catch Nico.
I want to catch him. I don't want him to fall to the ground. Yeah.
Yeah, okay, you catch him.
He thinks like, oh, Besmara.
How do I manage health in this right now?
You can click on it, and then it brings up increase or decrease and reset and undo.
Yeah. Thank you, Hero Lab.
Where's that? I can't see that.
Stamina and hit points are in the very middle of the right at the very top of the combat tab in the very middle of the screen.
I could use a potion here right now.
Okay. So, what are you all thinking? What are you going to do? Your shot?
When do we roll for initiative at that
Yeah,
point?
what's going on?
Well, that's the thing. As soon as Nico falls back, Rick, you take a step, you look in. No other shot
You want to roll perception?
comes at you. And in fact,
Yeah, she's probably just scared.
what you see is what appears to be some sort of
Is it a bot?
gun
Trap.
mounted to the wall, to the far wall, that was
It was a trap.
aimed at the door. You can see a little wisp of seems like smoky, frosty stuff coming off of it.
All right, Rick is going to step right into the doorway
Okay.
and roll perception on the room.
Okay.
I got 10.
Okay. Perception check 10 on the room.
So there's clearly a door here, right in front of me.
Yeah.
Looks like there might be two doors, like French doors to the left of me.
Well, so as you step in, you see the rest of the room. It looks, again, as I read last time, it looks pretty neat and simple. There's a desk, bed, chair, lounge. Can't really see too much else. There doesn't seem to be anybody in there with your 10. Nico and Heerz, as you're looking down at your wound, Nico, let's get into healing it in just a sec. You notice that some of the skin around where you were hit is like bone cold. Like you took cryo damage.
wow.
Ice damage.
Nico's going to be looking up at everybody else. Now that's cold.
That was good. Is that punishment?
God.
I give it a thumbs
Yeah.
up.
I'll give it a thumbs up.
This is turning into like Lethal Weapon meets Starfinder.
I'm going to administer some, I think, treat deadly wounds to Nico.
Yep. What is treat deadly wounds?
It's some, I guess you use medicine to restore hit points.
Yeah, but it's a certain DC.
It's DC is based on the medical equipment used. I'm using my micro lab, my custom micro lab, but I don't know what the DC is.
It's probably in the equipment section. Let's look. I think it's 25.
What? No.
Yeah, because that's
No
what it was
way
for
it's
Trostin.
25. I think that's wrong. I have to roll really high.
Or you could take 20, right? And that lowers the DC.
You cannot take 20.
on medical checks to treat deadly wounds.
And I rolled a 16, which is one short of what I need.
Literally one short.
And yes,
that's.
Fun fact: we stopped recording for a moment, and I rolled it off air, and I rolled a 16 off air, and I just re-rolled it for fun, and it was also a 16. So
it's meant to be.
Fate decided.
24 DC 25
Nico,
needed.
Your wounds are fucked.
He completely ignored me when I told him you need to roll higher.
You all right, buddy? You doing
Hey, there's
okay?
a bed here. You can just lay down.
You can just lie down.
Nico's gonna be like, that one's gonna leave a mark. Cold. All right, I'm pissed.
We'll get you sound.
Where is that? Where's that gun? Where is that gun? I want to see that gun. Where's that gun?
Rick holds up his hand and says,
Easy, take it easy.
It appears as though it was some kind of trap.
I don't care what it
Possibly
was.
laid by Lozu.
Nico,
taking
why
it
are you
down.
walking?
Yeah, don't just march into a room where
Nico walking into the room. All right. So Nico
crawl?
starts running into the room.
I got up. I walked.
Nico's walking up to the room. You see, give me an engineering check.
Do I have engineering skill?
Do you?
That is a better question.
I would think that you would.
I have an engineering skill.
I do, actually.
Yeah, especially because you're...
I do.
Yeah. Give me a roll.
I'll assist with that.
Okay, you're assisting?
With my engineering.
That is a 12.
I have a 13.
Yeah, I can assist.
A 12, 13, so that's 14, and then Dr. OK is assisting.
Yeah, I failed.
Okay, you failed. That's fine. It's okay. I'll tell you this. The roll tells you two things. One, you see where this gun is attached to the wall. It's like mounted onto the wall. And you realize that you can take it off. You can demount it.
All right.
But Dibs, you realize that it is a sub-zero ice carbine. And from your roll, you think it was probably rigged to overload, to overcharge.
Oh, no.
And fire a bunch of its ammo in a single shot. That's why it hit you. That's why it was so deadly. So what do you want to do?
Nico's going to ask if anybody wants this. This is a good... Nico's going to say, all right, well, might as well take this as a souvenir. Who wants it? I'm going to take it down.
Oh, yeah, I'll take it. I'll take it.
Rick raises his hand. Rick raises his
Rico?
hand.
What was the mechanism
Rico
to fire it? Can we look at that?
Give me a perception check.
19.
Rick needs to clear the room.
Okay, let's do this one at a time. Will, I'm going to take your 19 and I'm going to use it as part of like your room check, unless you want to do other stuff.
Yeah,
that's fine. We'll get to the other stuff in a second. We'll get to just the room. But you look, Dr. OK, and you see there are motion sensors mounted inside the doorway. So as soon as Nico walked through, then they went off.
Great.
Are they hardwired? They wireless? They like go to a computer controller?
Bluetooth?
Like MacGyvered or like over-engineered like Mark Roper?
MacGyvered. Seems like they were put in.
Paperclip, rubber band,
You would think that the doors don't have motion sensors on them, but they were rigged to the gun.
Like to the trigger assembly? Like there's an actual like...
If we're splitting hairs here...
Mechanical?
No, I mean, it was rigged to allow the gun to go off as soon as they went off.
Can we...
So it's just a simple control,
okay.
like, yeah.
So it wouldn't
fires.
alert someone remotely that someone went into this room?
You would need to make a computer's check on the
I
motion
will
sensors.
do that.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah, and I'll assist.
Yep.
I successfully assist.
I did a 15.
So 17.
I'm guessing Will got really high.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They don't... I say computers because rather than engineering, you could have done either, I guess. These seem to be simple motion sensors. Dumb in that sense. They're not smart motion sensors. They don't have any capability that allows them to like connect
into your Nest or Google Home.
So like the like in order to discharge this weapon, it was wired into the weapon from the like motion controller, or was it like signaled to the web? Like how did it
sends
fire?
a signal. It sends a signal to the ice carbine to overcharge and to fire a single shot.
You can
Here's a
but
problem
you
with
can't-
playing this game with a bunch of
So-
engineers. Is
Yeah. Now
we're all
Let's
like,
get
tell me
really
the
detailed.
specifics. What type of sensor did they use?
Was it IR, Bluetooth? Let's see.
No, my actual thought was like, there's no way to override like a lot of the mechanisms on a firearm.
No, like on a gun, like there's a mechanism in the game that lets you like override a weapon where you use all of your charges at once or whatever the way it works.
I
out to
agree
be.
with that.
Correct,
That's
John?
fine. That's not my contention here.
Well, I'll
My
say this too.
contention is-
There's also that technology
It's not
frequently
my contention here.
has magic ingrained in it. Not in the sense where like the weapon is magic. It's like some component is literally using magic to help power
Okay.
something else.
I want to
So-
know if the trigger is physically moving when this thing gets tripped or not.
I think it doesn't matter. Like, if you want it to, yes, that's what's happening. Otherwise, it's plugged in with a USB, and that's what's making it do it. Like that kind of thing. Like, that's just beyond the scope.
Well, he probably wants to. What
Will
are you
wants
looking to do, Will?
I want to steal these. I want to be able to make traps later. And
Yeah. So Kevin and I both want the gun. We'll have to figure out a way.
I'll roll you for it.
Yeah, I'm down for that.
I'm going to take the whatever trigger assembly as well as the motion controller and deactivate it. And
Okay.
Wait,
use
that just
it.
kind of defeats the purpose of Kevin and I rolling over this gun. So we really have to figure out what we're
I don't
gonna
care
do
about
with
the
it.
gun.
No,
Will what?
he's saying he'll remove whatever mechanism was used to make it a
okay,
trap.
okay,
And-
for sure.
From the
recover
gun.
it.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So I'll roll. Bang! I rolled a 1.
Because that's what I like to do. That's how I roll.
Rick just as soon as you raise your hand, Rick waves you on, like whatever, and then goes focused back on like clearing the room because there's still 2 other doors and there might be
John,
more.
am I able to?
Appreciate it. Go ahead, Doctor. Okay.
Can I examine these parts and recover them? Like the motion sensor, the trigger assembly, whatever.
Yeah, so there are really only 3 parts in the system. There's one motion sensor, 2. There's the motion sensor, and there's the gun. Later, if you want to take apart them, figure out how it works, try and be able to learn so you can reproduce that later, that's fine. But you can take the motion sensor with you.
Yes, I want to do that.
Cool, totally fine. And then, sounds like Heerz has the gun.
Yes, I'm going to
Got it.
check the cabinet as well, just to see.
Okay, Nico, what are you doing?
Nico is just trying to take the gun off and get it to either Heerz or Rick, whoever wants it.
Can I do any sort of engineering or culture check on is the motion sensor native to the ship, or is it specific to, like, would I know anything about its origin based on its construction?
Not really.
Did anybody write their name on the bottom of it so we know who put
This
it
is
up?
from Star Dreamer 2.
There's a heart, and there are a couple initials. So somebody loves somebody
okay.
else. Yeah,
Really?
no, there's nothing on it indicating that.
Dang, just gave it away without like trying to make a joke. He just gave it away that it's Lozu and Keeve set us up.
I literally did not mean that. I was just telling a joke. But okay. But maybe I was. I don't know. No, there's nothing on it that you can tell. There's no mark.
Is there anything in the cabinet?
Let's do this.
Okay.
Dutcher, okay, you give me a perception check.
Yes.
Here's you want to look, so give me another perception check.
Rick wants to check the other 2 doors for traps.
I'd like to search the room as well.
12.
So I'll assist.
So
12.
here's got a 12.
I assist.
Nico, what are you doing?
Nico's going to roll an engineering check to try to see if he can't take the laser off the wall.
You could already do that. That's fine. You don't need to roll for that. Yeah. If
Will
you're trained
assisted.
in
Oh, sorry.
engineering, you could do
Yeah.
that. That's fine. Yeah.
I
I'm
rolled
taking that off.
an 18 perception again to assist. I don't know.
Okay.
So then, what does a 12 become in that case?
18, 12. Nico, are you doing anything else? And Rick, you're rolling an engineering check or a perception check to see if there are any traps.
I was gonna check there's one door probably to the bathroom or whatever, and then there's another set of doors to something else.
No, those are not doors. That's just like a desk.
Those
It's
are
like
windows.
a console table.
Yeah.
Okay, so there's only one more door to like the bathroom. Then I'll check that for traps.
Okay, so let's go around. see what you all find. Nico, were you making a roll?
No, I'm not making a roll. I'm just taking off that laser and giving it to either Heerz or Rico.
Okay.
Go, damn it, Rick. Rico's a type of
Rick's
copyright
brother.
printer.
Yeah. So, Rick, you look in. There just seems to be a bathroom.
And then Rick's going to hold up 4 fingers. All clear.
Heerz and Dr. OK. This is where it gets interesting. Who went over to the console? I think it was Rick, but maybe Dr. OK, you were near there?
Yeah.
Rick was there, but he wasn't doing anything with it. He was walking past it.
Right. Okay. Couple things. Dr. OK, you see what seems to be a small paper notebook. And I am putting it in your journal now. 1 sec. Boom. So you should be able to see that.
Oh. It's a ledger of some sort. There's several deposits and withdrawals from different corporations and holding companies.
Is Dr. OK saying this out loud?
Yes.
Nico's going to say, what's that you're looking at? And he's taking down the artillery laser and he calls out, by the way, here's Rick. You guys want it? You guys want one of these?
What is it?
We already rolled on it. Rick takes it. Sorry, Heerz takes it.
Heerz takes it.
Oh,
Heerz, that was already done.
All right. So now Nico walks over to where Dr. OK's at. He's like, do you mind if I look at that?
Sure. Yeah.
All right. John, can I roll a culture and profession check to see if I recognize any of the corporations on those?
Give me 1 sec. I'm going to add it to your journal. So it's in your journal now, Nick. And give me a culture check.
Here's the culture check, John.
And Will, give me a wisdom check.
That's an 18 on the culture check.
18 on culture.
Wisdom is +1, so 18.
18, okay. Before I say anything, you two are literally looking at the paper. So what are your thoughts for the rest of the players in the audience?
I'm actually
Nico's gonna say aloud for everybody. He's just like, well, Dr. OK, looks like your theory about this being the original Star Dreamer 2 here might be a little bit more plausible now. Looks like we got some ship repair reports and looks like we got some financial holdings as well. And how interesting for Algiata to be in possession of these papers. So I'm inclined to try and see who else knows about this. This should be the captain's property, and it's not. So let's find out who Algiata's in cahoots.
I wonder.
Let's find out who Algiata is in cahoots with. So, and let's see if we can get some leverage on them. This is the start of something, though.
What were you going to say, John? Like, what do we learn from this?
Yeah, because I wanted to give you that. Nico, obviously there are a couple deposits, transactions, withdrawals into some packed worlds and near space banks.
Mm-hmm.
Some of them you recognize. You're like, oh, yep, I've seen that before. Like Abadar Corp Financial Holdings.
Yep.
Seen that. Bank of Absalom. Seen that. Triaxis Trust. Seems like a little local planet. Maybe you don't recognize it, but you're like, that's fine. Voyage Corporation. It's fine.
What is 4LP?
So this is what your wisdom check gets you. You got it. You recall that LP...
Slozo Polier?
Pahir. Yes. I'm going to add this to everyone's journals.
Interesting. Seems like Algiata paid off. So is this...
Yeah.
Is this like... So if I'm reading this correctly, this is her own personal ledger? Or is this for the ship?
I mean, she was dealing with Trustanek. They were in some kind of... They were trying... Because he explained to us that they were trying to ship out these robots and sell them off or whatever they were trying to do. So what are we looking at here?
Well, I'm looking at something that's emboldened, written ship
4
repairs,
LP ships repairs.
quote
Yep.
unquote,
Yeah. The
on
ship
her
repairs are-
personal ledger,
It's a debt.
right?
Yep.
Is
This is the chief of security, right?
Yeah.
This is Algiata, yeah. I want to bring something else to y'all's attention. Here's, maybe you're somewhat absent-mindedly looking. Part of your mind is thinking, trying to put clues together. The other part of you is just blindly looking when your shearing fingers find it. There's a small, sleek, metal data pad.
Well, Heerz goes to pick that up and tries to access it.
It is locked.
Heerz will try to open it.
Computers check. Can we hack it?
You can give me a computer's check.
Heerz
We
rolls
need to get primary access is what we need to get.
10 computers check.
Yeah.
Some assistance.
I rolled really well.
I'll assist on the computer check.
Assist?
Yeah, I got
Who
a
is rolling to
26.
get in and who is rolling to assist?
I'm a rolling to assist. So
Nick
I
is
got
rolling to
an
assist.
11.
So that counts.
Kelly, what's your computers?
It's +8, but I rolled pretty low this time.
Okay.
Well,
It's like
so
just a 10.
but you did try and get in,
I did try to get in.
and Will assisted
Yes.
with a 14, right? Because you both assisted. And then there's something about that device here is that you just feel so confident that you know the backdoor security into the pad. You show Dr. OK. Dr. OK agrees, mirrors that confidence, and then doesn't quite work. You want to try again? You want to switch? You want somebody else to try? What do you want to do?
Can we try again? I'm down for that. Yeah.
Nothing's happened. You can always try again. There's nothing preventing you from
That's true.
trying again.
I go, Here's rolls a 14
To assist or to do it?
to do it.
Okay.
I'll roll to assist.
I'll roll
Okay.
to assist.
Okay.
That's a 15 plus
I got
6.
a
That's a 21 to
21.
assist.
Nice. You both
Oh!
assist.
On 21s, too.
There's something about this check. Maybe Nico and Dr. OK, you both see the same little thing that Heerz was doing wrong in that moment. You're like, hey, wait, no, fix this.
Oh, yeah, you're right.
It opens. At first, it doesn't seem to be anything suspicious. Normal. It's fine. Nothing screams out being like my note in case people can't find me. But you're scrolling through her messages. There's a folder that is password protected.
Now we need to get another access.
I'm gonna
Yeah, can we do
try to get into this.
grant access? I'll assist.
I
Okay.
will roll to get in.
I'll
I got
assist.
20.
You got a 20.
Oh, hell yeah.
I got 18.
That's a 16 to assist.
So that's +4. Rick, what are you thinking during all this? What are you doing?
He's kind of standing back. Like the technology stuff is all way over his head.
Okay.
She's an
And
android.
he's just trying to piece together what's going on. But he does think that Algiata has some kind of scam of her own going on, but that's not what the case is, unless it's clashing with Lozu and Kiev.
It is also possible that this paper note was planted by whoever set this trap.
What was your perception check, Rick?
On the traps was 13.
Okay, but you didn't roll one on the room.
No, do you want me to?
If you want.
12. My perception check rolls are terrible today.
Yeah?
I rolled a 12.
You got 12. Got it. Okay. Password protected message. It's weird. It's weird, right?
Yeah.
For somebody to
Spam
have a
it.
password protected folder on their datapad? I don't know.
I don't know. Who knows? No lifestyle shaming.
I mean, if I was a chief security officer, I would probably have a password protected folder with some sort of dossier documents on crew members or passengers, perhaps.
Okay.
It's not out of the ordinary. I don't think it's too out of the ordinary for a security officer to have a password protected folder. However, let's take a look.
Let's see what's inside.
I mean, she's gone after all. Presumably.
Heerz looks
The
into
set-
the folder.
Yeah, go ahead. Okay.
He's looking. What does he see?
Set of messages between Algiata and a no-reply contact in the city of Morrow on Akiton. Conversation, you start scrolling through the thread. It's mostly innocuous. Mostly talking about the memories of an Uncle R. But who's looking through these messages? I think it's Nico, Heerz, and Dr. OK.
Yes.
Yep.
Okay. Give me a sense motive check.
All of us?
Yeah.
What is my sense motive? I don't. I mean, are we all rolling?
Natural 20 plus 4. We're good.
Nice.
Are we rolling collectively?
Oh, I got a
or
natural
are
20
we,
minus 1. I got a 19.
Oh,
Well done.
you got a 19. Okay.
I got an 11.
Got a 3.
You were all rolling individually
Yes.
because you're all reading messages. You're not
I
talking
don't.
necessarily
I
out
don't
loud.
know the vernacular too well. I don't think. With my 11,
It's all right because it sounds like Nico. And here's what did you get? And Rick, you actually maybe were peering over the shoulder. Maybe you understood it in this cold way. Here's what did you get?
Here's got a 3.
Okay.
You say it with such optimism.
None of this makes sense to you. Yeah.
You say it with such optimism.
I'm not very good at sense.
I got a 3.
So
I'm just like everything
People-
looks great. Fine.
So Nico and Rick, in your minds, you're piecing it together. Seems like there's almost like a sinister undertone to the messages. The memories are records of something. So the memories, quote unquote, are records of something nefarious that the no reply address would like to see. Algiata could seemingly provide these memories if no reply ensures that Uncle R has a permanent new home. And Algiata writes that she will, quote, take care of Uncle R's old place once he's gone.
All right. Nico's
so give
going
me
to kind
a
of...
wisdom check.
a wisdom check?
Yeah, go ahead, Nico.
Nico's going to kind of voice a theory out loud here. He's just like, we need to be careful. This artillery laser that was pointed at us, we might have been meant to find all of this. For them to cast the blame on us. We need to find everything.
The only one that has an R in their name?
What did you see? What happened? What do you find?
Yeah. What are we rolling a wisdom?
I don't understand.
check on?
I can't make this out.
The only person with an R in their name from the ship's roster so far is Captain Ramim.
Is that what you say as Rick or as Kevin?
That's what I'm thinking out loud as Kevin, but Rick will say that. Like, is it possible that Uncle R is referring to the captain?
Nick, what did you get on your wisdom check?
13.
I got a 7.
Nico, you realize,
I got a 19.
okay, and Dr. Okay. Yeah, that Uncle R is the captain's first initial.
Yes!
That
Wait, are you
reminds me of
confirming?
that. Huh?
Oh, I thought you were confirming it.
No, but they had the same thought that Rick already had.
Yeah.
And seems like you can surmise that Uncle R's old place is probably the Chimera. So it could be that these two participants were maybe plotting something sinister against Uncle R upon the Chimera's return to the Pact world.
We should.
Nico's going to joke out loud. Talk about a chimera. The ship used to be the Star Dreamer. Now it's the Chimera. 2 ships in 1.
Okay.
That's what a chimera is.
Yes.
Yep.
It's like Darth Vader. Literally father.
So what are you thinking? What do you guys do?
Nico-
What do you say?
Nico says aloud, It's clear that the captain's in danger. Now, the better question is it in our best interest to save him, or are we better served going after the relic and finding more information on these perpetrators before it goes cold? The captain may or may not be dead already.
The livelihood of this ship is more important than some random relic
I would
at this
agree
time.
with Rick here. Finding the relic's not going to go anywhere. Well, the ship is, in motion and no one's getting off of it.
Yeah, you're currently stuck.
I mean, the captain...
We could all die here before we find the relic. Let's put it that way.
Algiata may or may not be off this ship already. There's no power to this ship at the moment. Algiata may have just upped and left after getting what she needs
she have
or
left?
killing.
But here's the thing, Nick. So yes, Algiata, and this it's like Nico didn't get all this information up front, but Algiata and Trustanek are definitely involved in something.
Are you saying this is
confirms
Rick?
it? No, this is Kevin talking as a group to. So Algiata and Trustanek are definitely involved in some kind of quote unquote plan, which is probably taking over the ship and killing off Captain Ramim. But at the same time, we know that Lozu and Kiev are up to something. So we don't necessarily know that Algiata is necessarily the bad guy in this situation currently. We're not saying she's good, and she might be trying to kill the captain, but it sounded like, and I can't remember who was the one backing out of that. Was that Trustanek or Algiata saying let's not do it? We can consult our...
Wait, what?
Well, I don't know, because I wasn't in on that. Heerz and I were not in on that conversation.
It's the first time hearing about it.
Well, I think we told you about it before.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
okay, so this is episode 6. If you want to go back and listen to it. Rick and Dr. OK over here. Algiata and Trustanek speaking. The Vesk, Trustanek says, stick to the plan, and Algiata says, if we follow the plan, we will get nothing.
I like that you're the one who's saying this, because it kind of makes sense that Rick has this perfect
hardcore memory.
Yeah, this
perfect memory.
Perfect memory. So
and I believe I've read that before in voices, as if Rick was just replaying the audio. So you could, I don't know what episode that was that I did that in.
Yeah.
So yeah, okay, we'll do. So in this conversation, Rick will say it's possible that Algiata is not the person that we believe she is currently. I'm not saying she is innocent, but let me replay something for you. And then he clicks, and it says, "Stick to the plan. If we follow the plan, we'll get nothing." And then he comes back to his regular voice and says, "That was Algiata and the Vesk, Trustanek, who implemented Kiev as an aggressor."
Well, let's kind of put the pieces together here. We gave Trustanek over to
Lozu.
What's her name? Lozu.
Who is having some kind of relationship with Kiev.
Exactly. So we gave Trustanek, a potential agitator, over to someone else that gave us a key card, and while we were hunky-dory, we certainly don't trust her either. Now, the bigger question is, let's think about everything that's in play at the moment. We have a relic in play, a captain whose life is in danger, and some hitherto unrecognized disabled ship, and some hitherto unconfirmed assailants. Now, what's our play? How do we make sure that we get these guys and make sure we secure as much information?
I say we secure the ship.
Kill everyone and take the ship.
With all the nonsense going on, we probably should be in charge, to be honest. Let's find a way to take control of the bridge.
All right. Well, we'll need to restore power first, and then we'll need control of the first thing I would say we recommend we do is we go and we restore power to the ship. Then we're going to need control of the security system.
Just for the listeners' sake, there was this running conversation in our Slack stuff for the last week, jokingly saying that the easiest way out of all of this is to just commandeer the ship, hijack it, and make it our own.
I genuinely think
and there was
that's
a lot
true.
there was this Among Us, quote unquote Among Us game references about just ejecting everybody.
Everyone's an imposter.
Oh, we're not going to eject him. We're going to... But yes, that was a discussion. We need...
And now it's actually coming to play. I love it.
To, take control.
Murder.
I'm sorry, John. This is...
And interview them and understand what's happening, but we need to have control of the situation to do that best, I think. So,
from a pirate, that's awfully peaceful of you, Heerz. I expected more.
Look,
You expect me to just mindlessly toss people out? I also have a brain and want to do the thing that's best for us. I want that relic. I want to get us to where we need to go. And we got to solve this problem to do it.
I wish to go to the Pack Worlds eventually.
Yeah, same.
Well, in order to get to all those objectives, the first thing we'll need to do is to restore power to the ship.
Then I say we
the
do
agitators. Clearly, the agitators want this ship disabled with the power
Perhaps
off.
there's more booby traps as well. We should be very careful.
Let's go restore power to the ship. Then we'll worry about the bridge.
Should we?
I'm down.
Should we secure the captain though?
I believe we should secure the captain and check the bridge. That
We have
is the
two-
controlling point for the ship.
I mean, we're already up here.
Captain may or may not already be dead. I don't think we should risk our lives for an unknown. They're either holding him hostage or they've already killed him.
Well,
Let's not go rush off to a grave the same way. Let's have control of the situation.
Sorry, a little Navy background stuff too. Like the bridge is where you control the ship from. Like that's
Isn't there a power core though that I'm assuming that they may have
yes,
shut down?
and as an engineering person off of a submarine, you can control the ship from the back, but it's very difficult to do and not easy, and it would take overriding a ton of systems and a full crew to do it. So if I think the bridge is like a central point where you're like whoever's in control of the bridge is controlling the ship. Whether or not you have power is like a secondary problem.
yes. I mean, we have like backup power and life support right now. So like, I wouldn't want that to fall into the wrong hands while we're on a wild goose chase to restore power.
why don't we then secure the captain and
Take the bridge, secure the captain.
and then ask them what they know. Maybe they do
Well,
know something.
In any case, I
Also,
don't think the captain should be a priority.
Wouldn't-
The captain is going to be either dead or held hostage. If we go with the mindset of freeing him, we risk compromising our own objectives. And to be honest,
And what
Which
are
are
our-
what?
Yeah, our objectives are survive.
our
Rick's-
objective is to survive, but also to make sure we get the most out of this situation because there's clearly something for us to profit here.
that is your objective, not our objective.
It's going to be in your best interest too. And Nico winks.
Will the
Nico, just like you, I want that relic, but to get a place of power, I think we need to get the people that are in power and understand what they know, you know?
We don't need them. We can take the Chimera ourselves. I don't trust anybody else in this ship right now aside from the three people.
I don't trust
in this
anyone
room.
either. I think we can take it if we take the captain. They've convinced me this is good. You want to at
happy-
least
I'm-
look at the bridge? We're right here.
Let's
Yeah,
go.
let's
Let's
go
go to the bridge. Let's go to the bridge. I'm just saying, let's not have our hearts set on saving the captain. If it's convenient, let's do it. If
That's
not,
not what I'm
leave him
trying
his
to do.
fate.
I just want to secure the
I don't think
captain.
anybody actually said that. Yeah, no one.
Secure, meaning either his living body or his
I
corpse.
just want to get out of here
All right, let's
alive.
So
I
what's
would
the plan?
concur with Dr. OK.
Here's just starts to walk towards the bridge.
Dude,
Okay, so Heerz
So-
walks out.
Nico's gonna pause one more time. He's gonna ask everybody else. He's like, "Are we all stocked up on ammo for this fight? Can we? If it comes down to a
do you
shootout,
need a
are we ready?"
rest? Have you lost your senses, Nico?
I mean, he's almost dead.
Like, to be honest, some spineless fool decided to shoot me full of cold, and I'd much rather warm up before I go into any type of heated firefight.
What does that mean? Dr. OK
I
is
wanna
just
rest.
confused.
What, you want to go in the hot tub or something?
With those goblins? Are you
Wait, no,
kidding
I
me?
think
They
there's a
probably
bed right
pooped in
there.
that thing.
We could also attempt to heal Nico again. So
But
that
the
he doesn't-
healing also restores the stamina too. Like resting restores stamina too.
Yeah, that's true.
Can't you just spend a resolve point and do it?
Can I, John?
Yeah, you can always
can?
spend a resolve point to.
Well, if someone wants to,
Back at like full
Doctor.
health?
Okay, if you want to If you want to give me like a med shot
I
here,
already
I can spend a
did,
resolve
and I
point.
failed. I can't do it again.
Oh, really?
You can't?
No, I don't think it. Like the rules are like you can't take 20 to do a medicine check. You can't do
10 minutes of uninterrupted rest.
to spend a resolve point,
Yeah, to get your stamina back up to your normal maximum.
and you don't get any hit points though, right?
Nope. You need to sleep or get
So
healing to get hit points.
Nico or Nick, if you spend a resolve, take 10, then you'll have full stamina.
So that gives me what, 10 hit points?
Yeah, so you're
I have
down
to be
2.
going in
You're
last.
down 4.
No, I'm
Okay.
down 6.
But what's your stamina?
I have my stamina is 6.
Okay, and then your hit
So-
points is 8.
My hit points are 10. So
Okay,
when he did 12 damage to me,
Yeah, you're at 4 left.
yeah,
you have 4 hit
no
points.
stamina. Okay.
So you'll just have to rest for a night's worth, maybe? Like
Yeah.
6-7 hours?
if you rest a night, you will gain the number of hit points equal to your level, I think.
Right.
which is
And
one,
you would
so
gain
that's
all
not
of
gonna
your
really help.
stamina points back.
So I get 6 stamina points and 1 health point.
If you rest.
And you wouldn't use a resolve point, which can also be used to stabilize yourself. So what do you want to do?
I suggest we hunker down within this room. You guys can
10.
cuddle up on the bed if you really need to take a rest.
I do not.
I know for you
think-
androids, cuddling is something you do in your charging sockets, but for humans, we don't cuddle up unless we've done some nookie here. You understand?
I'm down to cuddle.
I'm very confused by this person,
Which person?
Nico.
Okay.
We're like, we all like cuddling. What is wrong with him?
So you all are talking about staying in this room for 10 minutes or like overnight?
10 minutes.
So you're gonna spend a resolve.
I can do that.
yeah,
That's fine.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah.
10 minutes.
10 minutes and burn a resolve point.
That's not that
Okay.
bad.
So you all come in.
I'm going to put a motion detector on the hallway
Okay.
and hook it up to my data pad. Do I need to roll like a computer's check to do that, or engineering?
I would roll an engineering check and then a computer just to hook it up to your data pad because you're going to wirelessly hook it up. So that's going to be
So I got a 19 on my engineering.
engineering.
Ooh.
That was good. 25 on my computer's check.
Okay. So you're trying to manipulate the control module of the motion sensor to do what? To give you an alert when you...
Can I detect if somebody like passes by versus comes and
Well, I guess
stays?
the question is like, does it continue to trip? Then it's like it's either on or off. So like, is it on the entire time that there is motion, and as soon as there's no longer motion, it turns off, or is it just a one-time like beep? There was something, which typically motion sensors will stay active until there's no longer
Right.
motion.
Then it will stay active until there's no longer motion. That's fine.
Okay.
Heerz will stand guard by its door.
I just want to see if somebody passes by while we're in here.
So you're sending out for the hallway.
Yes.
Got it. Rick, are you in the room?
Yeah. Rick will take the guard. Like he's going to lean up against the door and
Okay. As you're standing there, you realize maybe that you didn't see before. There's a photo on the console. You're like, oh, why didn't I see that before? Maybe Nico walks over, picks up the photo. It's a hollow picture. It's a young Riforian man in some sort
Can you
of...
please describe Riforian for us?
Algiata is Riforian. Humanoid, tipped ears. So they're from the planet where the planet has interminably long seasons. Like decades-long winters and then decades-long summers because of its orbit. They historically have been paired with like dragons. So the Skyfire Legion are Riforian. And they have like bonds that they share with dragonkin. So half the planet, let's call it half, is ruled by dragons. Half of them are ruled by the Riforians. There's kind of an uneasy truce at the moment. And from looking at the picture, you're like, it's probably a dig site on Triaxis. It's like an archaeological dig site. And the man in the picture bears a familial resemblance to Algiata. But what might be of more interest is somebody standing in the background. Their arms are crossed. They're watching the young Riforian dig. And that somebody seems to be a younger, without a goatee, Professor Burden Benjamin.
Oh.
And that's our game.
What?
No!
Why? The plot thickens.
Hey guys, Nico Orion here, and I'm at the end of my rope. I've watched my best friend get assassinated. I'm on the run. I've been attacked by Space Lice, shot in the chest with an ice carbine, and now I find that Algiata is plotting against her own Captain Ramin's life. Now, if I don't find the truth soon, well, I'm going to lose it. That being said, I want to give a special thank you to Paizo for running the Threefold Conspiracy. You guys are legends. And I want to give a special thank you to all those who come together to produce this beautiful podcast. Until next We'll Save Wednesday, see ya!